From a biker in the Czech Republic who tried outrunning the national police, and a suspect in Arkansas who led state troopers on a high-speed chase past a jail, to a frustrated officer in Thailand who tried to knock this teenager off his bike, and a daredevil north of Little Rock who survived several close calls. Here are more of the craziest motorcycle police chases caught on Dashcam. June 9th of 2024. Arkansas State Trooper Robert Rome has just spotted a suspicious individual sitting on a motorcycle near a local gas station. He drives forward and performs a U-turn at a different station, at which point the suspect hits the throttle and takes off down a side street. He then led state troopers on a high-speed bike race through multiple residential areas. According to their radar guns, he hit speeds upwards of 130 miles per hour. This made it extra dangerous for police, as they couldn't risk bumping him at such high speeds. That said, they had no problem hitting him whenever he slowed down.
Traffic's fine. Speed's 88. Correction, straight on Midland. I bumped him in the intersection. He got through it. Just past North-S. Alright, coming up to 6. 36. Alright, he's in the ditch, and he began passing North Pig. Headed towards downtown, slowing down. Crossing North 6, or North and North. North 7th, west on North 7th, turning North O, headed back towards Midland.
You can see clearly where the posted speed limit is 25 on these roads. That didn't stop our suspect from going over twice the legal limit. Now, we can't tell if he's veering off-road because he's trying to lose the police or if he's having trouble maintaining control of his bike. It's probably suffered some damage by now, as it's been hit multiple times by the front end of Trooper Rome's cruiser. If they're lucky, our biker friend might crash near the police department. According to our officers, he's heading right for it.
No traffic, no pedestrians. Speed 60. We're coming right in front of the police department. Alright, behind the jail. Awkward out.
Behind the jail.
Headed back to Wheeler. We're in a parking lot here. Still behind the jail. Going in circles in a parking lot. Headed back towards Wheeler. Alright, we're on Wheeler southbound. Passing South B-Boy. Passing South D as in David. Speeds 100 miles an hour. Traffic traffic light. He's got a blue shirt on, no helmet, like khaki shorts, and some blue Jordans. House in South Island. Just past South Low. Speed's 110. Traffic's light.
Eventually, our suspect takes police on a long and hilly straightaway. If he can break sight lines, he may be able to make a quick turn and lose the cops down one of those side streets. Or perhaps he has another idea. If he can flee to Oklahoma, the police might back off entirely.
All right, notify Oklahoma. We're right on 0. 0 and 5th. We're headed to Oklahoma. I'm going to end up losing where we're at. Past state line. All right, we turned around. We're headed back to Fort Smith, coming right in front of the deputy.
I'm gonna be straight up on 0. I'm coming up to it now.
All right, he's going to be coming quick. He's coming to Phoenix.
And we'll never know if Trooper Rome would have continued the pursuit into Oklahoma. We're guessing he would have, at least until the Oklahoma State Police could join and take over. Nonetheless, the chase continues back the way we came. Our suspect weaves through traffic and does anything possible to shake the cops. Another officer, Trooper Diego Araujo, takes over as the lead car when Trooper Rome gets stuck. We'll stay in this car until the end, when this wannabe Evel Knievel winds up crashing his bike off-road.
Still northbound, about 120, passing the train track. We coming to downtown Fort Smith, about 112. How's your traffic? Light traffic. We've passed through the volumes right now. Going through a red light. Air Force 7, got the lead. We're coming up to Garrison. North through Garrison. South to North A. North J. John, 100, no traffic, no one's walking. I'm coming up to North Essex, or North 6 again. North 6 again. Thank you, Rick. Lift it out in Dakota. I'm trying to take it back up. I'm walking in, I'm coming up behind it. Get out, hey, get down!
Felonies! Get up! Get up! to go to prison. Good job.
We never learned the suspect's name or what he was officially charged with. Based on the footage, we believe he ran because he had some marijuana on him. Officers continue to criticize him by the hood, claiming he would have just gotten a misdemeanor charge for the weed. Now he's looking at multiple felonies. Most of this likely went over the suspect's head. One of the officers realized he didn't speak English, at which point they read him his Miranda rights in Spanish. In France, law enforcement is centralized at the national level. Police belong to one of two national agencies, Police Nationale and Gendarmerie Nationale. The former has jurisdiction over cities and large towns, while the latter looks after small towns, rural villages, and border areas. In case you didn't know, French biker cops don't mess around. We believe this cop belonged to Police Nationale as he's chasing a suspect down what looks like a major highway. Watch how he screams down a narrow shoulder while in hot pursuit of a T-Max bike. Let's rewind to the exact moment when our suspect crashed. You can see our suspect in the bright green vest as he gets into the left lane. It's not the best disguise to wear when committing crimes in France, but we're guessing he didn't plan on running that day. He veers right and nearly crashes into our officer even though the left lane was wide open ahead of him. We don't think he contacted the officer's motorcycle. Instead, he clipped the back of that silver car and lost control. Our officer cuffs the suspect, but then notices that his bike has fallen over in the middle of the road. Thankfully, it didn't look like anything broke. How embarrassed would he be if, after all of that, he broke the bike because he forgot to lower the kickstand? Running from the police is always a bad idea. Your chances of escaping are way lower than getting caught or getting in an accident, but they're not zero. On June 17th of 2023, Arkansas State Trooper Trevoris Tatum was patrolling an area about 10 miles southwest of Little Rock. He couldn't believe his eyes when a young black male on a blue dirt bike popped a wheelie right in front of him. Trooper Tatum flipped his lights on and made a sharp U-turn to pull the daredevil over. For a moment, it looked like the kid was going to stop. Instead, he hit the throttle and sped away. His dirt bike has the advantage on these side streets. He can zip between cars and make tight turns through as many parking lots as he wants. He eventually loses Trooper Tatum, but he doesn't remain free for long. Moments later, Trooper William Cash spots someone matching the biker's description in a parking lot. The chase was back on.
10-4, is it going to be the dirt bike?
10-4, black male, black shirt, white helmet. You're going north on Gyro Springs. Traffic's medium, speeds 50. Passenger air.
10-4.
20.
F-25, 10-4.
We're still northbound, going under 30.
Copy, northbound, going over 30. North officer light units in at 1063, 1063.
Back on the service road.
10-4.
Stop, state police, stop.
Okay, we don't take someone searching.
F-25, 10-4.
Remember when we said that he has the advantage on the side streets? He loses that advantage as soon as he gets on the interstate. He may be able to accelerate faster than police cruisers, but he'll never outrun them. He likely realized this and got off the highway as quickly as he could.
Speeds 70, 90.
10-4.
Getting back on the service road, Otter Creek.
10-4, back on the service road.
Go take that parking lot.
Little Rocky's going the wrong way on the service road. Back, wrong way on the service road.
He's going to become the baseline. Everybody's close. Yeah, 10.2 that. Don't go the wrong way up the service road.
It's going to be back going towards,
Going towards, 81. Going back towards 30 West. Going back towards 30 West to get on this service road.
Copy, back towards 30 West.
30 West, going towards Iron Creek. Okay, over.
The strategy worked. Police ultimately lost sight of the bike and called off the chase. It's unclear if the biker was ever caught or if police got a better description of him. Running from the cops is always a bad idea. This kid got lucky this time. If he tries it again, the odds won't be in his favor. In Thailand, policing falls under the authority of the Royal Thai Police. The National Police Force is often recognized as a fourth branch of the Thai Armed Forces, as it undergoes similar training procedures. In June of 2021, a few Royal Police officers were tasked with taking down a local street gang full of teenagers on motorcycles. A few bike cops intercepted the gang as they crossed paths at an intersection. They couldn't get everybody, but maybe they could stop a few of them at least. It's unclear how many bikers the police arrested that day, as the footage cuts before anyone else gets pulled over. That's when we see another royal officer signaled in on one of the younger bikers. He pulls out his baton and threatens the kid to stop. Unfortunately, the clip ends before any arrest is made. It looks like the teenager ultimately stopped after his death-defying chase. From what we can gather, he was crying in the end and didn't want to get arrested. Gee, we wonder why. April 14th of 2023. State Trooper Tyler Langley is patrolling an area near Route 64 in Conway, Arkansas. He's looking for a suspect on a high-performance sports bike and finally spots him trying to get back on the highway. The suspect sees Trooper Langley and immediately spins around. He nearly leaves police in the dust as he hops on I-40 East. Our biker has the advantage as long as traffic holds up. He effortlessly weaves between cars while Trooper Langley waits for them to move. At this point, we're not sure if Trooper Langley can even see the suspect. He could have easily gotten off 3 or 4 exits ago. Toward the end of the chase, Trooper Langley radios in and says the suspect is still fleeing down I-40 East. Traffic prevented him from catching up, and he ultimately abandoned the chase. It's unclear if the police ever caught the fleeing biker. In the Czech Republic, law enforcement is divided between several government agencies. The top-level agency is the Police of the Czech Republic, or the PCR. It was formed in 1991 and employs over 40,000 officers today. They have general jurisdiction over the country, with 14 regional HQs. On August 8th of 2017, a PCR officer found himself in hot pursuit of a speeding sports bike. We believe the chase began near the town of Jičín, a historic area in the Hradec Králové region, home to about 16,000 people. It's unclear what sparked the pursuit. Whatever it was, our PCR officer wasn't about to let this biker get away with it. The chase kicks off on a picturesque road through the Czech countryside. The biker takes our officer down a hilly 2-lane street, nearly clipping a local out for a bike ride. They bob and weave through a small village that looks more like a track from Forza Motorsport. Then, it's back into the open country. The danger increases as our biker leads police onto a busy 2-lane highway. Our officer tries his best to avoid oncoming traffic while keeping his eyes on the biker ahead. Then, as if that wasn't bad enough, our officer gets stuck in the wrong lane as he speeds by a line of cars waiting to cross an intersection. It's unclear if our officer had eyes on the biker. He's lucky there aren't many exits on these hilly Czech roads. He knows the suspect likely kept going straight. If he stays focused, he might be able to catch him. Our officer gets a lucky break when the biker decides to slow and turn down a residential road. He catches up and watches the suspect lean left at a fork. The decision proves costly as the biker stares down a dead-end street. Our officer stops, gets out, and holds the biker at gunpoint. Knowing it's over, the biker stops the engine and surrenders to the police. We're unsure what happened next or what kind of charges the man faced. Running from the police is extremely dangerous. Running at night makes everything worse. Running from the police at night while you're on the back of a high-speed motorcycle is among the most dangerous things you can do. But that wasn't about to stop this suspect in Georgia, who thought he could outrun the GSP long enough to flee into Tennessee. Unfortunately for him, troopers Hobbs, Weaver, and Shackelford were determined to stop him before he crossed the border.
About 1050 starting, we're still northbound.
Copy, about 1050, still northbound, partial 1028 with the ferry.
We're northbound back. 324, come on, 326. Even in out of traffic, partial, even in out of traffic.
6. Tuesday, all units, 10-3, 1033, 556, 1080.
Northbound,
Copy, northbound, left lane. Copy, weaving all over the roadway. 6.
Yellow sports bike, male rider, blue jacket, black helmet. Still unable to reach the gate.
Switches 130, traffic light, just after 326. You should come on the northeast straight lane. We got Whitfield County on the line. They have been advised they will not assist folks. pass at 328 northbound center lane. Copy 556 from power to vehicle.
Trooper Shackelford becomes the lead car after Trooper Weaver loses power. He eventually pulls alongside the biker and tries pushing him onto the shoulder. Ideally, the move gets the biker to slow down, at which point other officers can arrive and box him in. The move doesn't work, but Shackelford notices something crucial about the rider. He's having trouble controlling the bike at high speeds. If Shackelford can position himself just right, he can probably get this guy to panic and crash. We'll stay in Corporal Hobbs's vehicle until the end of the pursuit. He sees the same thing Shackelford did. The biker may seem like he's holding it together, but he'll eventually make a mistake. Patience pays off when Hobbs gets up on his left side while both vehicles try making a sharp turn. Police got the cuffs on and eventually got their suspect under control. That's when he began complaining about back pain, and medical help arrived to check him out. When you run from the police on your motorcycle, don't be upset when you crash and hurt yourself. This man learned that lesson the hard way. He'll have plenty of time to think about it in jail. If you enjoyed this video and want to see another just like it, be sure to click the link on screen now. With that, thanks for watching and be sure to tune in next time.